So now we're heading into Wunderkammer. This is the actual store that is holding the event, but the store is here all the time, where the event is just this weekend. They have all kinds of crazy art, artifacts, and everything else in here. So we have no clue what we're about to see, but we'll take you along with us and enjoy it all together. And this is incredible. They actually built little houses and facades to have different artwork in and everything else. You can even get your own kneeling booth for your house. So you can just do it at home. You say your prayers, take it home, and have your own place, so you don't even have to go out on Sunday. Lots of other religious artifacts. Oh, wow. Look at this assortment of rosaries up here. That is beautiful. I'm gonna have to look at those and see if maybe we have one we need to take home to add to our collection. And I know we're in the religious section, so you shouldn't be scared, but I just turned around and they just scared the crap out of me. This is a hunched over nun sitting in, I don't know if it's a confessional or what that is, but that was creepy. I did not expect to see it. So we're about to enter our first one, and this is all inside of a big warehouse called Wunderkammer. And as we enter in, first thing we come upon is this, it's like a fuzzy casket. Let's go, we gotta touch that. Yeah, it's literally, I don't even know what it is. No, it almost looks like a carpet, but it's not. It's soft and fuzzy, almost like a felt kind of, but thick. Very interesting. Like I said, you are never gonna know what you're gonna see in here. Crazy artwork. Giant skulls from, she's about the cow from Africa, I believe. I have always loved these. We see them at the Oddities and Curiosities shows all the time. All different assortments. This one is $580. It is a vampire killing kit. It says, in case of emergency, break glass. You have a mallet. You can drive in that stake, mirror, matches, garlic, holy water, a little bit of everything. Anything you could possibly need if your house is overtaken by vampires. Or maybe this crazy iguana guy right here. That has a long tail. And again, they have a lot of taxidermy, but I don't think we've ever seen a taxidermy puffin. That is absolutely beautiful. I don't think it's even for sale. I think it's just showing how they did taxidermy and painting and everything, but that's cool. Something we've never seen. Always looking for anything new and anything that is unique. Here's another creepy booth, looks right up our alley. So it looks like maybe these booths are now each individually owned. The one we just came from that had the taxidermy in it, that's actually Memento Mori's booth now, who we see at all of our conventions. So they've definitely added a lot since the last time we were here when they first opened. And we're just gonna go through and be amazed. Here they're selling old VHSs, $100 for a VHS, $50 for Evil Dead, Reservoir Dogs, $50 for a VHS. Moving on to the next booth, we have another house set up over here. Let's go in and see what's lurking over here. Oh, looks like we have a super creepy witch. That is beautiful. Old hag face, holding an apple. Greeting us into her house, and we are ready to go check out inside. Some Bride of Frankenstein as we walk in. Right above, some beautiful little angels and the Virgin Mary. So lots of antiques in this one. Porcelain, pottery, all kinds of stuff. Like I said, you never know what you're gonna find in each booth. And if you wanted to have a poker night at home, you want to add some roulette to that, they have a roulette table over here that's very vintage. Still works. That thing moves so smoothly. I don't know how much this is, but it is really cool. We found another vintage clown. Put quarters in and get some little toys out of, but we just want that clown head. Now we don't know what this is, Looks like a little go-kart. That thing is crazy, like a Rat-Fink-mobile. Super bright green, says truckin', and I believe it does run. It's got tailpipes and a muffler and everything. Very interesting. And you want a Batmobile? They have a coin-operated Batmobile here. Take it home, ride in your living room anytime you want. Looks like we're going into some bones. You can see how big the Megalodon mouth is next to Maria. That thing is huge. So these are called bone clones. So these are not real skulls here. So if you wanted to display something that was not genuine, didn't actually have to have an animal butchered or a person or anything else like that, you can get these that are clones. So it's up to you. Personally, I prefer real ones, but these are usually much cheaper and still almost identical. And this is a life-size sloth. This guy is enormous. I'm gonna show you how big he is when I stand in front of him. So I'm about 6 foot. This guy goes way over my head. I'm saying at least 10, 11 feet tall. He is massive. I don't know how much he costs or even for sale, but I would love to have that in a giant living room right there. Beautiful. Again, these are bone clones. These are not real human skulls. So they take a real human skull and they mold it and cast it, and then they can produce tons of these, sell them, like I said, for much more reasonable. And some people just don't want real skulls in their houses, which is understandable. And if you have somebody's head after they die in your house, it may cause a little paranormal activity, if you know what I mean. And if you wanted to have a nice English tea, you can buy this copper teapot right here, and even a cup to tell people exactly how you feel about them. I think we found some musketeers. I don't know why this guy's on his knees. Maybe he's about to get ran through with this gentleman's sword, but that is pretty creepy too. Some little mannequins just hanging out right in front of the Imperial vaults. So yeah, we just asked one of the vendors in the booth. So each one of these is like a permanent vendor booth. This is just amazing. So everyone looks different, little individual houses. So we're now going into the Imperial vaults. Well, this one has something for everybody. A little bit of pipes, some antiques, and look at this crazy fella right here smoking his hookah. I wonder if he actually smokes it. His mouth is open. Who knows what he does? And if you're a collector of German steins, then this is the booth for you. They go all the way around the entire top of this vendor area. They go from tall to small. So tons of different varieties, 3 sides of this booth. And this booth is rather large, so very many for you to choose from. Come on in. But I will tell you, everything else here is pretty pricey, so I can imagine how much these steins cost as well. Couple pirates here playing cards, and this is actually where we're at right now, called Wunderkammer, and we are at the port of Los Angeles in San Pedro. So highly recommend coming down. It's kind of like an oddity show all year round, but when they're doing special events, it gets really cool because then you can see even more stuff that you normally would not see. But this stuff is here. I believe they open Thursday through Sunday. They have an Instagram, so definitely go on their Instagram for Wunderkammer and check them out so you can see all the times when they'll be open and check it out yourself. I don't know what this contraption is on the ground, but they made it into a table, and that is a giant artillery shell up on the table. That is crazy. I can't even imagine if that actually hit something. We found us some more creepy dolls in this little carriage. Those things are awesome. Love the porcelain faces. Well, that was not too bad. $50 for that big doll. Now the little blue one over there is $175 for some reason. We like that crazy creepy face one. And how much is this stroller? Stroller is $1,500 for the antique buggy from 1873, it says. Very, very, very interesting. We're entering now into Velvet Apparition booth. And no matter where you are, you're never too far from Disney. They even have a creepy Mickey Mouse in here. See how much little Marion is. $165, vintage Mickey Mouse marionette. Well, if you want it, you know where it's at here at Wunderkammer and Velvet Apparition booth. And if you ever dreamed to have a Mickey Mouse or even Minnie Mouse scratch your back, here you go. Dreams do come true. $45, shoot me, $40, and they can scratch your back anytime you would like. This is the Frightful Fox Productions. They make all kinds of handcrafted items, wood carvings, but they make speakers, and these speakers are incredible. We fell in love immediately with this. This is called the Creature of the Black Lagoon speaker. And the lady was telling us that her daughter hand painted each and every one of those scales, and it goes all the way around the full speaker. $375 for that one. That is not only a speaker, that is a work of art. I would love to have that speaker right there. We are in dark art heaven here. This is called Don Guthrie Mutant Fantasticals. All kinds of unique, I am sure, one-of-a-kind art. Gets antique pieces, paints them up into his own creations. Love this guy with the crazy hair. Reminds me of Drop Dead Fred when I was a little kid. But very, very unique, one-of-a-kind items that you can get here at Wunderkammer. And I don't even know what this thing is. I don't know if it's Malaysian. I think it's Hindu, something like that. Right above this pink elephant, we have this crazy, I believe it's a deity, but it is so much detail. That thing is nuts. Normally we see these, they have like a monkey face. This is like a crazy bird face, I think it is. Big teeth, and the freakiest thing is these giant toenails coming down. Those are not talons, those are toenails. That is a crazy, crazy piece right there. I don't know how much it is or where you would put it in your house if you wanted it, but again, it's here if you do. So that building we're in right now says it was built in 1945 by the United States Navy and was made using Douglas fir. And right below that is a vintage, true one-armed bandit. That is a crazy old slot machine. You actually pull down his gun hand and the reels would spin. He is cool all the way down to his boots. Now, a lot of stuff here you're going to see and fall in love with, and is not for sale, unfortunately. This is another one of those things, so you kind of got to look. I would say about 2/3 of stuff's for sale, but there's a lot that are not for sale. So that's when you get your hopes up and get sad, either by the price or that not for sale sign on them. And another booth we're already in love with. It's called The Night October Ends, and it starts out with this huge display of the 3 heads from Wizard of Oz. Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, and the Scarecrow, along with the original Frank Baum book. My mom would love that display. That is absolutely beautiful. And they have all kinds of Halloween stuff all through their booth. This is the famous ghost glass. It's actually made with uranium, so you put black light to it and it glows so beautifully. Love that. Don't know if I want to eat off that with uranium in it or even really touch it too much, but it looks really cool under the slave cabinet, I'll tell you that. But you gotta have black lights, it does not glow on its own. And we just found something I need. These are called emotional support ghosts. We were just talking to the creator, they are one of a kind. We love it. They're $20 each, so like he said, they keep them reasonable and take a lot of time to make. But we love and appreciate anything spooky and anything that's reasonable. They have ones that have candy corns, glitter, one even has a pumpkin inside of it. But we're gonna go with this little guy right here, orange, full of candy corns. He is coming home with us. There's our new emotional support ghost right there. We'll come up with a name with him later, but we love him already. And we love anything that can add to your house that is a reasonable price. $10, they have these horrifying mini monster canvases. Those are great too. Oh, I love the creature. Okay, I think we're adding this creature also. Ray has to have that. That is so cool. Okay, we need this fan also. I've never seen an orange and black bat fan. Very, very awesome. They definitely respect the creature here. Lots of Creature of Black Lagoon stuff made. Absolutely beautiful. This exhibit is called The Curious Mind of Sculptor Baron Margot. And it's a bunch of metal vehicles. So this artist sculpted all these vehicles. This little, looks like almost a soapbox racer car, has an actual engine on it. I don't know how fast it would go, but then you come over here and he has full-size vehicles that people can actually ride in. This thing is about the size of a minivan right here. Really cool details. Looks like it's got brass and steel, and inside, as you can see, 2 seats, and it looks almost like a motorhome, so you can live in the back. Look at a bed back there, got a metal steering wheel, and look at that shifter head. And here's another one of his handcrafted vehicles. Looks like he beats all the steel out and then puts it together, and I am assuming that all these actually run. This is a single driver, little cockpit style right there. You get in there and get a little 3-wheel motion. More crazy metal art hanging from the ceiling up here. Again, it's from The Curious Mind of Sculptor Baron Margot. He has planes, cars, and even a crazy UFO. This metal UFO looks cool from the top, but it looks even cooler from underneath. It's got all kinds of computer, motherboards, and solenoids all under here, flashing lights. Now this thing is big. It's about $6,000. I don't know what you would do with it. Very eccentric art, that's for sure. But if you had room for it, you put that right next to your personal alien with red boobies. So get yourself a metal dog, ride your metal train as you climb into your metal minivan. Again, you'll never know what you'll see here at Wunderkammer. Thank you for joining us. Thrills, chills, and good meals, San Pedro. Wunderkammer, we'll come back again and hopefully do another one of these shows soon. But thank you very much and good night.